Now, here's a piece, an article from the Coast News Group. So, kind of a California based publication. But I thought it was great. So, the question it poses is why your digital marketing isn't bringing in customers. And so, the person actually goes through and talks about, how do I get more people into the door? How can I get more calls? So they've been told what works. They post more, run discounts, spend time designing graphics. They try to stay consistent. And then the article kind of goes through and says, the hard truth. People don't buy because you post more. They don't buy because you don't discount everything. They don't buy because you spent hours making a cute graphic. Why do they buy? And I thought this was great. It really talked about the psychology of digital marketing. One is social proof. Can I trust you? Scarcity and urgency. Why should I act now? And, you helped me. Now I trust you. Authority. Are you the expert? So, and then it goes further into it and gives a hypothetical, digital marketing plan fix. I thought this was a great article, because what it did is it talked more about things that we all know, right? That we know here at Brick Marketing, that we help our clients with, that we practice as an agency. You have to be trusted. You have to know what if you have a product, you have to be the expert at that product. What's in it for the customer, right? I mean, it's basic marketing fundamentals, but so many business owners and small business owners aren't marketers. That's the reality. Marketing is a second afterthought. And unfortunately, sales and marketing should be the first thought, right? Because if you have a product or service that isn't marketable, that there's no demand, that you're not trusted for, the people don't, right? It's not going to perform. So that is a great piece. So yeah, what do you guys think on this?
I was chatting with somebody about this today. Too
Really?
often, yes, it came up. My sister is in marketing as well. So too often we think of, it was a philosophical discussion. Anyway, too often we think of digital marketing and any sort of marketing practice as a string of activities that we do. And this is true, but we often miss how it strategically fits into the business goals. And so that
Right.
piece is always considered when deciding what articles to post, for example, on a blog. Like there's more to that than just deciding on the topics and writing them and putting them up. That is
Right.
the way that it's executed and implemented, but that is just not the way that it's done. You have to align everything that you're doing to your goals and think about how that fits into the sales cycle and everything in between. And if those pieces aren't connected to each other and to the marketing activities, you're going to have a hard time bringing in customers, because it's not,
Right.
marketing's not the activities that you do. It's how your activities strategically are influenced by your business goals to get the outcomes that you want.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, Catherine, you and I were at an event yesterday, and there was some great folks there. But the underlying theme that I heard was people tend to get very overwhelmed looking at tasks and often forget about the strategy behind the tasks, and they get bogged down. And so, the reality is, folks, this stuff is not brain surgery. It's not that hard to really understand, and it's very easy, I would say, if you're a small business owner, to look at the next shiny new object, to look at the next new tool that all of a sudden this is the new tool. Oh, I got to try this. Oh, I got to try that. I look at that. No, look at what you're doing. Look at your strategy. Understand your audience, and like you said, Catherine, has to be tied to your goals. So, John, what do you think on this? Get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, the way that your product or business is like packaged and seen by others is definitely important, but the product has to be there and the messaging has to be there, right? It's not,
Right.
it's only a small slice of the pie, the way that people perceive you, because you could create, say, for example, an amazing ad that looks great. People are, it might have 1 million impressions online, but if you get no sales from it because the product within it isn't good or interesting, then it's useless, right? So you have to make
Right.
sure that your product's good, that that everything is aligned with each other so that you can bring in customers.
Totally. 100%.